Hi guys, welcome back to our fifth discussion for LAX2025 priority. So first, I think it is better for us to introduce ourselves. My name is Aisha Nabila binti Ramlan. My metric number is 205942.
My name is Tong Horong. My matrix number is 206687.
My name is Han Kian Tiang, and my matrix number is 206390.
My name is Nurfaraha binti Zahari, and my metric number is 208094.
My name is Nur Sabrina and my metric number is 207649.
My name is Wadi Mandino and my matrix number is 20720.
So today we're going to discuss about priority, title, Wi-Fi, and credit card. So I will start first. The message that I got from this parody is actually Wi-Fi or internet connection are really important to all people, especially students like us or those people who are working using the Wi-Fi. I think that this parody are related to our current situation as we need Wi-Fi or internet connection to attend class or searching for infos or taking quiz or tests. Next message that I got from this parody is actually we must to always minimize our spending because we will probably need more money for our future and also can keep us from getting into debt. This parody was, I think that this parody was chosen because the creator is from our university and the content are really related to me. And I found out that this parody are funny and it is really show how important Wi-Fi and also money to us. So I think that the part that we need to improve in this parody is the resolution of the videos. But overall, I think this parody is nice and good. Thank you. So next.
Okay, I think I will go next. So, a very good evening to everyone. So, I think this is the last periodic for the group discussion. Last week, we have discussed about a parody trailer that made by a group of Malaysians. And today we are going to discuss a musical parody they made by our UPM seniors. So actually, that video was their assignment for the course LAX2025 in UPM. Yeah, it's a course that we are taking now. But due to the COVID-19 pandemic, so we don't need to make our own parody, and this is quite depressing because we don't have the chance to meet each other and work together in the campus. So what is this parody about? Like I mentioned just now, it is a musical parody, and the first song in this video was originally from the Alan Walker hit song Faded, while the second song was originally from the original soundtrack of a famous Korean drama, Gobi, and the title for the song is Beautiful. Well, our seniors really did a great job. They really changed a lot of the lyrics in these two songs, and they're also trying to make the song to have their own style. And I'm quite fascinating on their lyrics because the lyrics were just fit perfectly with the melodies, so you won't hear any uncomfortable sound from the video. Secondly, the lyrics in the first song were about the problems that might happen when we are studying in the university. For example, firstly, they mention about the Wi-Fi connection in the campus is weak, and this makes the student feeling sad and lost. Indeed, as a university student, we need to have a strong Wi-Fi connection to help us in our assignment. Because sometimes we need to go to internet and find the information that we want, or we want to communicate with our group members by using the social media such as WhatsApp, Google Meet, and Telegram. And maybe sometimes we also want to play some online games with our friends in the campus. So we can conclude that Wi-Fi is really important for university students. After that, they also mentioned about the money. So as a university student, I think most of us are unemployed, unemployed. So we didn't
Un-
have the word.
Unemployed.
Unemployed. Okay, I sorry for how to pronounce the word. Okay, so which means that we have no income. So basically, most of our pocket money is from our saving. As time passes, our pocket money will become less and less. So when we don't have enough money, we will not able to buy food. So this shows us that the importance of money in our university life, and we should also spend our money wisely. Next, the second song is kind of soft and smooth, but the lyrics that written by the seniors are still funny. In my opinion, I think the lyrics were about a girl that lied to a guy for the credit card. Because they changed the original lyrics, is a beautiful life to is a beautiful lie. So I think the theme is funny and is a current issue also. This kind of fraud has been happening quite often recently. So I think they want to remind us that we should always take care of our money, and so that we will not be cheated by others. Last but not the least, I think this parody is quite good, and I have seen senior really put a lot of effort in this parody video. Obviously, they have a lot of things that need to improve in this video, and the main problem I think is the quality of the audio. The recorder sound is not clear and not smooth enough. So maybe next time they can use some fancy devices to record the sound. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Ken Pyong. So next.
Okay. Okay. Basically, first of all, the theme of the parody is all about the uses of Wi-Fi, which are specifically for students for their educational purpose. Um, Basically, strongly agree with the Han Kyang Tong opinions that this parody has been conducted by our own seniors, and why this parody has been chosen is because I think the content is very interesting and very related to us as a student. As we all know, the spread of the COVID-19 has forced millions of teachers and students to communicate through online. And in fact, the schools and also the university has closed, so that we have to adapt with the new lifestyles and new normal, which we as a student have to face the online distance learning. So like the parody itself show that the students suffered from the educational side because probably because they cannot accessible to certain areas which students experience technical difficulties, so that we can see um, some of the students that have a poor connection, they are unable to attend class through online. So this is quite stressful for us as a students because we might have missed our lessons. So this parody is very related to us. And for the second part is talk about the money. I also agree with the Han Kian Tiang's opinion. We should say that saving money is important as a students because currently we are facing pandemic. Like our economy is not stable yet, and as a student we have to save money so that we it can protect us from any event of emergency. And also we for our future as a student, because we have as a student we have to save money because we separated from our family and we stay in hostel, so that we have to manage our money properly. And for the music, I think it's suitable because they come up with the great ideas to create a new lyric so that it went well together with the original song. So I'm very impressed with them because the lyrics went well. And for the location, I think it's suitable because it's very related to the title, Wi-Fi and credit cards, which resembles as a student life. And lastly, overall, I really enjoy the parody, and I'm very impressed of their teamwork. I think that's about me. Thank you.
Thank you, Sabrina. Okay. I think Faraha should go first.
Okay, all right, I'll go next. Okay, so from my point of view, like most of us, like actually can relate to this video, especially students. The idea of this video is like describing what most of students are facing, like the common difficulties, which are the internet connection, Wi-Fi, and the financial stuff, like the credit card. So it makes the video so interesting to watch because it is similar to the situations that a lot of students have experienced. So for the Wi-Fi part, I am certain that this issue is so relevant, especially right now, because we are doing things like having classes, tests, and all virtually. So we need a strong internet connection to get those things done. And it would be the worst disaster if, for example, we're in the middle of doing something and suddenly we lost the connection. I felt that several times, and I could say that it is relatable enough for me. So, for the credit card part, I think like it is a normal issue, not just for students, but for everyone in all ages. So the moral value that I can take in that part is that we have to be careful on what we spend our money on and save the money for future. So I think like overall, I enjoy watching this video and it is interesting. And I can see the effort that were put in the making of this video. Thank you.
Thank you, Farha. So how long did you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so the message and the theme of the video, I think it is as Sabrina said, we should really take care of our money and be careful of the Wi-Fi connection. And why was this parody chosen? I think it's mainly because it is a parody made by our seniors in UPM. So right now we're COVID and we cannot go to the we cannot go to the school. And I think it's nice that we can see the school through their parody. And the music wise, I think it was a good choice of music. They chose the Faded and the Beautiful two music. So the location was pretty good, and they I noticed they shot their whole parody outside of the school, like not in the like in the backyard of the school, and I think it's quite nice for that. And what do I feel about the parody? So um their parody has two parts. One is they talked about the Wi-Fi, and the second part they talk about the credit card. So in the first part, the Wi-Fi, I think was really relatable uh, because we heard from our seniors as well. In the college, we have very poor Wi-Fi connections, and it is very frustrating for the seniors to also host meetings, and they have lags. They ca- they have many lags during the meeting, so it's really frustrating. And so for some of us, even though we are not inside the school, even though outside so some people may not have access to good internet connections, and that's really frustrating as well. So currently, also I read the news, not news, a post about the UPN for my Care 17. There was an upgrade for the Wi-Fi, so I hope the upgrade can help to save our seniors' life during the internet connection problem. And I also noticed in the parody, there's one part where the guy was there's one scene the guy was scratching his mouth, and they duplicated his mouth throughout the whole screen. I think that was really unnecessary because it's just very gross for me. Personally, I don't like that part, so I would like them to remove that part up because it kind of spoiled the parody for me. And for the credit card part, personally, I don't have that much of money, so I couldn't relate that very well, and I don't have a girlfriend also. So for the credit card part, I can just say, I hope my girlfriend does not want my credit card also. So how would I improve this parody? So as I forgot who said it. I hope they can improve their singing, because even though it's really brave for them to try to sing the whole song out, but I think it can be improved a little bit well. So that is my conclusion about this parody. So
Okay. So yeah, the parody for Wi-Fi and credit card. In my opinion, I think the parody creator was very creative in the production of the video, because the way they changed the lyrics into the theme that they wanted to make, and then if I'm not mistaken, they used the song "Faded" from Alan Walker, and then the content of the parody, which is about Wi-Fi and credit card. So first of all, I'll talk about the Wi-Fi part, which, like as you guys can see, like Wi-Fi is a very important medium for almost everyone in this whole wide universe at the moment, because during this pandemic, um, the students, and not only the students but also the lecturers and other people who need to meet person, which they can't, because the person that they want to meet are far away, so they need internet connection so that they can connect themselves with the people who are very far from them, and only by using Wi-Fi they can do that. So Wi-Fi access is very important for every single person during the pandemic. And in some articles I've read, I can see that most of the students are very struggling with the internet connection problems. For instance, there's this one kid, if I'm not mistaken, in Sabah or Sarawak, like that. The kid has to wake up every morning and has to go like a few kilometers away from his house just to gain internet connection so that he can attend his class. So that is a very big sacrifice for a student, just to show that he is interested in learning. And my conclusion for the Wi-Fi part is that it's very vital for our students during the pandemic. Next, about the credit card part. As we all know, currently we are during the adolescent stage, right? We are currently a young adult, so we need to prepare ourselves before we become an adult, and we need to depend less on our parents for in terms of financial uh, support, because we need to realize that we are getting older day by day. So until one point in our life, we will um, move forward and continue our lives without depending on our parents' money. So us as students, especially in the university, we need to be responsible, and we need to manage our money wisely and not just spend on what we want, but we need to spend on our basic needs. For instance, our food, our shelter, like the year 2, 3, and 4 students need to um live live outside the hostel, and all. They need to rent an apartment. So like yeah, that's what I can say about the content. And for me about the parody, what they can improve is that I think that the audio, because I think their singing was not quite impressing for me. So I think they need to practice a little bit on the singing. And then for the setting, which is in the campus, I think it was a suitable setting because it suits the title, which is related to students regarding about Wi-Fi and credit card. And overall, I think the parody was okay. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So that's all for our discussion. So thank you everyone.
Mm.